Hello guys, today I'm about to be showing you guys the best settings that you guys can get for your PS4 or Xbox on Apex Legends. So basically starting off, you're gonna go to settings and it's gonna take you to gameplay. I recommend not touching anything unless you want to change it for your own preferences. But the only thing I really recommend you guys changing is the damage numbers from stacking. It's normally on stacking, but I recommend changing to floating. Stacking basically just combines all the number of damage you did together. So if you shot them 3 times for 10 damage, it's gonna just say 30 on top of their head. Floating, it just shows each individual damage you do. So like if you did 50 damage, 10 damage each with 5 rounds, it's just gonna show 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. It's like 10 fives on top. I prefer this better than the normal stacking because it gives me a better view of how much damage and how much armor they still have and they don't have. And everything else you could just change whatever you prefer if you want to go streamer mode, colorblind mode, whatever. Next, controller. On button layout, I recommend you stay on default. For me, it's the easiest and best. I'm already used to it and I adapted to this already, so I don't really change this at all, except for if I'm trying to get crazy gameplay, like going for the jumping melee attacks or those jumping kicks. I change the button puncher. And all this does is just change your melee and crouch buttons around. So instead of using circle to crouch, melee is circle, and instead of using R3 to punch, it just crouches instead. And it's easier to jump in melee because all you do is press X and circle instead of X and R3. But yeah, just leave that on default. Next, the stick layouts, interact, reload button, just whatever you prefer, change it. And basically everything on the controller settings is what you prefer. But for sensitivity is important, it's whatever you're comfortable with. I feel like everything else below 6 is too slow and above 6 is too fast for me. So I just pick 6 because it's a good overall sensitivity for me turning around quick if I'm getting shot at. Just move around. I just feel more comfortable with this. I already tried 7 and 8. Those are too fast, but if you like 8 is insanely fast. So like if you like that, I prefer to change to 8 or 7. It just depends what you like. And next up is video. You really don't need to touch this. Just if you want to, you can. It really doesn't matter. And then next up is audio. All I really recommend on here is to change down the music volume, because if you change that down, because in my opinion the music volume is kind of too loud in game, and like if I turn it down I could hear the footsteps better, and what way there's gunshots and enemy battles and everything. And don't change the dialogue too if you play a Wraith, because I main Wraith, and her passive is she hears whispers when enemies are nearby. So if you change the dialogue down, you won't be able to hear those as good. And every other passive too, whatever. It just depends what you play to for the audio. Yeah, so basically that's all for today. If you guys enjoyed, please subscribe and like. And yeah, catch you in the next video. Bye.